Oh, right, yeah, part two of this. Because I was thinking as well, I didn't even clock how quick OP, I'm sure it was OP. I can't imagine Anthony was the one that said, but how quick OP said, let's get Bill Burr on the phone. One, that's just great because Bill can have his say too. But also, that level of, I hate people that do that. Like if you're at work and you go, I've been working with this idiot all day, and then the person that you're now working with goes, oh, why don't we ring him and tell him? It's like, go on then. You know, it's not that I'm scared to tell him. It's just it's not that important for me to actually have an argument about. I'm just, yeah. And to be fair, Patrice didn't really say much about Bill to do with, yeah, anyway. It was more to do with what Bill said to him afterwards on the phone. Kind of patronise him more than, yeah, anyway, let's go.
That they're not getting the call.
And frustrated they can't do the type of radio that we pulled off yesterday.
And the only thing they could say is it's free and it's funny. We did a show yesterday that you couldn't even touch on regular radio that people are saying is the best radio we've ever done with the bee stinging the guy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to say. I hate people that do that. But it does make great... I can't wait to hear this show. I mean, it does make great radio. So, yeah, as much as Opie's an arsehole type of person that would do that, but it is great. I have to say that.
In the ball bag.
And there's a difference between busting somebody's balls and everybody knows and fucking being sabotaged. And you know when it's, as a comic, you know when it's happening. You know, absolutely.
If you guys
know
was
exactly
like,
what's happening.
Okay, they're saying you gotta go. It's like you fucking know, and you give a motherfucker a long time to suck. And if you fucking with, it's a back and forth. All you had to do is say, "Hey, you fat fucking hack, you're doing a web show. What is that?"
Yeah.
I go, "Well, it's a web show, fuckface." Oh, you can't swear. Holy doodly. Mooing out here. I'm mooing the fuck away, baby. Watch out. And it's like, just give a motherfucker a chance to say, okay, you don't like me, but don't fucking say, okay, you wasn't being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prick. He's another one of these guys. He's such a phony. It's unbelievable.
But you know something, Patrice? He's not just a man. He's a cow.
He's a cow.
It's like two things.
It's an oxymoron.
So you gotta respect that.
It's fish mammal.
Hold on to the to the pests out there. Pests. Hold on to the pests out there. General gonna help you out today,
pests.
Patrice. A quick attack today.
General quarters. General quarters. Pests. General quarters.
The phone number for Mancow 321. What? Well, why'd you write 321 then?
What's the matter?
Oh my God!
Fucking E-Rock is
not
dumb.
helpful, Eric.
E-Rock
I bring
is
nothing to the
dyslexic.
table.
You
I
really
bring
are
nothing to the
a
table.
shit of bag worthless.
I bring nothing to the table. I bring nothing to the table.
Shit, I'm bag.
I bring nothing to the
Now
table.
all the pests are calling some other area code.
I bring nothing to
They're
the
calling
table.
some other state
Trashing
now.
some fat Eskimo in Juneau somewhere.
What did I do?
Welcome to WZZ, the baby seal of the. Hello.
Here we go. Here we go.
Home of fat-faced idiocy.
On the air. When I am
When I am carving whale blubber from carcass, should I cut closer to skin or not? Rabone, I don't care about whale blubber.
why these people call like this?
Why people bother me?
Yeah, let's see how.
I am.
Woodly doodly. I am man seal.
I am girl seal. I am big whale. No, I am big shrimp.
Let's give Mancow some good radio today. Let's see if he could go with this one. To the O&A pests out there, 312-591-5-COW.
Wow.
312-591-5-COW.
There's an 800 or an 888 number that people are posting too.
All right,
1-888-2-MAN-COW. Sounds a little easier.
1-888-2-MAN-COW.
What number did you give? The receptionist over at the station?
Yeah. He fucking gave out like Infinity's fucking office in Maine. Orifice.
Hey, how can I forward your call?
What's the number again, Anthony?
It is 888-2-MAN-COW.
All right.
Have fun with that today.
Let's go to Sarah.
Balls out, guys.
Sarah in New Hampshire. He won't go with it. He's a pussy. Sarah, our buddy Bill Burr's on the line. Bill.
Yo.
Sorry to make you wait, Bill. That wasn't on purpose. We're just trying to go through some things here.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, what's up, Chip? Yo, what did that lying cocksucker say last Friday?
Patrice?
Jesus
Because it
Christ.
started a whole thing on whackbag.com.
He is
Like, now the listeners are voting to ban Bill, if we should ban Bill Burr from the program.
Oh, it's hilarious. He called up the Man Cow show completely unprepared. He bombed. It was hilarious. And then somehow he goes on your show and blamed it on me. I mean, it was a smear campaign that, like, fucking Dick Cheney should hire him. I actually tried to save him.
Wow, now this is something he would definitely deny.
Yeah, I'd deny that too. I think Bill's taken that off of second-hand information. He has to be. Because all he said was that Patrice didn't say it was Bill Burr's fault that he bombed on the show. He was saying that he was talking to me about how to roast people, and he's like, that's what I do. Like, who are you telling about that? Like, yeah. So I think, but then also the Opie and Anthony fans, like, do you know what I mean? Even that getting them to ring Mankell's show, that's just savage. But they're all just a bunch of savages. So yeah, they've probably been giving Bill Burr grief, but he's taking second hand because I don't think Patrice blamed Bill for that.
Here's the setup, by the way. Bill was in Chicago over the weekend. By the way, people are saying you killed in Chicago. Want to get that out of the way. So he was in Chicago promoting his comedy gig, and he was on Mankow's show. Someone we openly hate, by the way, but that's none of our businesses.
You know, yeah. I mean,
no, it really isn't. I mean, we have personal shit against the guy, whatever, but we would never tell any of you guys where to go, obviously. So you were in studio doing your thing. Patrice called in to promote Web Junk 20. You're saying he bombed horribly, and
this is what happened.
But Patrice said this is what started, that you were there, and basically on Mankow's side, and said something like, "Come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite radio. You got to give the people something," or something like that.
Yeah.
Patrice never said Bill was on his side. He did say that, but he never said the. Yeah, that's not true, Opie.
No, that's not what happened. This is what happened. God, he's such a son of a bitch. He calls up the show. First of all, he kept going, okay, we got Patrice coming up, blah, 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 from, the VH1 thing. I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. Patrice is going to be, he's going to be on, right? So I'm in studio with, like, 6 other jackasses, and in defense of Patrice, Mancow is a dick. Unbelievable cocksucker. He's always turning down the fucking mics. And the second I walked in, he started breaking my balls. But, like, the club let me know. They were like, all right, this guy is a dick. He's going to break your balls, blah, 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 whatever, right? So Patrice calls in. He finally goes to Patrice. And he was playing, Mancow was playing some sort of clip. And they go, okay, let's go to Patrice. And Patrice is kind of laughing at the clip. And he just goes, yeah, that's some funny shit. And then Mancow, like, fucking eyes go cross. He's got to dump all the shit out. So he starts off on the wrong foot, cursing, right? So I say to try to save it, like Mancow's going, what the hell are you doing? This is fucking free radio, blah, 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 blah. You can't do that. And I just threw out, I go, yeah, come on, Patrice. This isn't satellite. Like, ha-ha, like that thing. Looking back, I probably should have said this wasn't HBO or something like that, but I said that shit trying to help him out. Then Mancow kind of snapped it, goes, yeah, this is free radio and it's funny or something like that, right? So he goes, hey, Patrice, Bill's in studio. Do you know Bill? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah. And I go, hey, Patrice, what's up? And he just gives me some half-ass, yeah, hey, and then laughed. And I could tell right then he did not want to do the interview. He didn't have his fucking energy was down. He had no stories. He goes to do his first fucking clip. Mancow fucking goes, I saw that clip on the fucking internet like 10 years ago. And right there I'm like, all right, Patrice is going to smash him. And he had nothing. And then Mancow goes, all right, you're not funny. Or whatever, the show isn't funny. And he fucking hung up on him.
Ooh,
and dude,
that's
I'm
brutal.
going to tell you right now, I fucking died laughing. And he, that son of a bitch, this wasn't an Opie and Anthony thing. He fucking tried to blame everything. This was a comedian to comedian watching another comic of friend of yours bomb. It's like watching a friend of yours fall down the fucking stairs. It was hilarious. You know what I mean? And not only that, Patrice is the king. He invented that game of you're not funny, I'm hanging up on you. He's hung up on me 30,000 times this year already. So to see it happen to him was fucking hilarious. And he lied and said that I called him after the show. He called me. I returned his phone call, and he tried to worm his way out of the fact that he stunk and wasn't prepared to do that show. And he blamed me for the bomb. He blamed Mancow, and he blamed you guys. He goes, Mancow knew that I was fucking on the Opie and Anthony show and blah, blah. It's like, Patrice, you're not famous. You host a fucking clip show on VH1.
I've heard Patrice clear his throat. I've never heard Patrice this quiet, especially on Opie and Anthony, not on anything. I've never heard Patrice listen to someone more than he's listening to Bill Burr right now. Twice I've heard him clear his throat.
Fucking black Morocco. Just fucking hype your show. He didn't do it. He got hung up on, and then it's like my fault. Like, what was I supposed to do? There was like nothing to defend. He ate his balls, and plus, if that happened the other way around, he would have laughed his ass off at me on the air, and then he would have called up every comedian he knew and had a conference call and would have trashed me for an hour. I would have laughed it off. That would have been it. I wouldn't have gone on Opie, your guys' show and thrown me under the bus like it was my fault.
I don't think you said it was your fault. Like, I don't think you said that it was your fault he bombed. He just, I think he felt kind of, like you kind of left him swinging.
Patrice?
Well, I speculate on what Patrice said.
Yeah, Patrice
when we have him on the line.
Patrice!
Listen, I just heard that horseshit tirade Billy just said.
It wasn't a tirade. That was the truth.
Okay. Listen, this is exactly what happened. Ready? Yeah. This is exactly what happened. Didn't even deserve. See, the energy I gave the situation was Mancow. Didn't give Billy too much energy. Didn't throw you under the bus, Billy. Just you were there, so your name had to be up there. Basically, I get on the show. I go, oh, man, yo, that shit was funny. Swore, right? Mancow, I said, oh, man, I'm sorry. Apologetic, sorry about that. So Billy goes, and you stop me, Billy, when it's all wrong. At what point was the morning excitement when I was bombing? Let me know when I was bombing. Yo, that was some funny shit, dude.
Dude, I heard.
Wait a minute.
I know when you don't want to be doing something. You didn't want to be doing that fucking interview, dude. And when I yelled and I said, "Come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite radio," I thought that was going to be funny, dude. I was trying to fucking help you out.
Did you hear that? I was trying to help you out. Now, you didn't. So,
yes,
Mancow, wait a minute.
I didn't not have your back. You know what you should be mad at? You should be mad at the people who told you to call that station and didn't tell you that guy was going to be a dick. Dude, you realize that there was 6 other guests in that studio on mic, and every 2 seconds, Mancow fucking brings all the mics down, and I was in studio for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what the fucking vibe of that show was as that guy kept coming at me, trashing me.
I never said that you were supposed to save me, Billy. I'm just telling the story.
Why do I have like 200 fucking emails saying that I can't believe you hung Patrice out to dry and all that shit?
Yeah, but that was from people's own opinion, Billy. I'm going to tell the story again. Right? I'm going to tell the story again.
Yeah. This seems just like one Bill believing the fans and listening to them, even though they're all a bunch of savages. But also there's a miscommunication. They're not on the same wavelength of what each other's talking about. But then Opie didn't help it saying, which I get it, it's great radio and it's captivating and it's 2 comedian legends that is going to go at each other on your show. I get it, it's great. But he did say, Patrice said Bill took his side. He never. Right, and then Jimmy said, yeah, no, he never said that you was on his side. Like, or he didn't blame you for the bomb. It was, yeah. This seems like just a complete miscommunication. They're talking on two different things.
I get on Mancow. I go, oh, that was some funny shit. Listening to the clips and stuff he was playing. So I'm trying to ingratiate myself on some corporate horse shit. Now, I'm not disagreeing. It was just some old, hey, watch Web Junk 20 shit. That's what it was. So I go, oh, sorry about that. He goes, yeah, all right. And then you go, hey, yeah, Patrice, this is not satellite radio. I go, okay, Billy. And he goes, yeah.
No. Then he goes, hey, we got
yeah, this is free radio.
That's he introduced us, Patrice. How the fuck did you know I was already in studio?
He goes, yeah, this is free radio, and it's funny. All right, get to your show, man.
No. You're skipping over the part where he introduced us and you fucking blew me off.
Oh, okay, that's some new shit that I didn't know about.
You were doing your, hey, I don't feel like fucking doing this. You didn't want to fucking do it, Patrice.
How's this sounding right now? But let me talk, Billy. You might not sound as fucking stupid.
What do you mean, dude? You came in there and sat there. I didn't even get to fucking interrupt you. You talked about me for all day on Friday.
Well, you did. You just did. Now I'm on the phone.
Dude, I know you're full of shit. Is you reached out to Voss for an alliance on Friday? When have you ever reached out to Voss and say, oh, I'd never trash him again. Those phone-ins are difficult.
I get on the phone. You do what you do, right? Never didn't blame you. I'm just telling you that's a part of the story, right? So Mancow goes, yeah, right, yeah. This free radio, it's funny. The blasey, right? Then he proceeds, his boy, one of the people in the studio goes, yeah, I saw the clip about the farting preacher or whatever. Mancow goes, yeah, I did that on my show 10 years ago. Yeah. You know what's funny? Go to what's his name? Fucking JimmySchubert.com. He has funny stuff on his. Yeah. All right. Click.
No.
At what point?
And then you.
At what point?
Back right there. And you
wait a minute. At what point was I bombing?
Right after he trashed your show and you had nothing. There was a pause from you, and he
was that right? You know where the pause was? A fucking click.
Oh God, Patrice, you're so fucking.
Exactly. You know what?
I'm not saying the guy wasn't a dick. I'm just saying, dude. Let me ask you this: if you didn't fucking blame that whole fucking phone call on as you talked to that guy, your energy, you sounded like Shaq after a basketball game. That was like your fucking energy, and you somehow go on Opie and Anthony.
Where did the
The
energy?
whole fucking thing on me.
Now you see, right now, I feel 10 times shittier. 10 times shittier now than I did on Mancow. Now, do you know me, Billy? You know me. That I'm not going to take somebody's fucking shit. So, if you get on the phone and go, yeah, Patrice, Buddha, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going, what? And then you go click, and then tell me I bombed?
No, Patrice, you fucked that interview up from the get-go.
Right. When
That's
I said
why he
shit.
snapped on you, dude.
When I said shit.
And Patrice, I never said that guy wasn't a dick. He was one of the biggest cocksuckers. The second I walked in, he was fucking trashing me. What I'm pissed about is I fucking come back and I got like 200 fucking emails.
Here's what you said to me, Bill.
That I hung you out to dry.
No, I never said you hung out to dry. That's what people listening to the story said. That's what people listening to the story said. You did that. Not me.
Oh, I get it. You go in and tell the story, and 200 people hear it one way, but it's their fault again.
Well,
I get it, and then you have a bad thing on Mancow, and it's my fault. I get it.
Yeah, but come on. 200 people for what Opie and Anthony's audience was at that point is nothing. That's like not even 1% of their audience. So, yeah, it's like... I'm surprised it was only 200. Like, Opie and Anthony fans are lunatics.
Wait a minute. Your version of the story, does it make it sound completely different, Billy, or it makes it sound the same? Just because you have the energy,
so obviously it's going to be different.
Just because you have the energy to say it the way you want to say it, the facts are the facts, Billy. I didn't say you threw me under the bus. I'm just saying.
Then how did like 30 people fucking?
Now it's gone from 20 to 200 to 30. It's dropping, Bill. It's dropping. I think Bill, Bill's listening too much to what they said in them things. He should have just ignored them.
Hey, you're on the fucko list. Blah 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 blah. You obviously said something.
What? No. That's where
what did you say, Patrice?
Billy, anybody listening to this conversation knows what happened.
What?
Anybody listening to this conversation knows what happened.
How could they know what happened? The first half.
Because I'm telling them what happened, and you're corroborating it with your fucking screaming.
Patrice, the first half of the fucking phone call got dumped.
There was no half of the phone call, you fucking asshole.
Patrice, it was a 30-second phone call.
A half of a phone call means if the phone call was a minute, 30 seconds of it would have been me sucking. You understand? That's
Why are you yelling?
Half of a phone call means. It was 5 seconds. That guy was a dick.
I never said he wasn't a dick, Patrice. I'm just saying, if you run into a guy and the dude's a fucking dick, I'm trying to fucking help you out.
You
and then all of a sudden I get like 200 emails saying that I'm an asshole. So I'm saying
back to 200 now.
You don't need to help me with dicks. You don't give me fucking any motherfucking reference point on how to defend myself verbally, nigga. I know what I'm doing. I taught you how to do the shit.
What?
Yeah, you laughed that off. I taught you, Billy.
Oh, you did?
So you don't give me like fucking. You don't tell me, hey, yeah, man, cow.
He trashed your show and you had no comeback, and then
you
he hung
gotta
up on you.
defend
That's what
yourself
happened.
against man cow. I don't need you to tell me that. All I need is man cow to put me on the phone with him, give me the proper opportunity, which he didn't.
Well, look, dude.
Listen to the
I had
fucking
nothing to do with your horseshit. That's all I'm saying. And you definitely said some shit, or I wouldn't have had all that fucking crap on my fucking website.
Play the fucking tape. That's all you got to do is listen to the shit. I didn't say
You're not going to hear the beginning, Patrice, because it got dumped, because you cursed.
He didn't dump me.
Oh, my God.
Nigga, the phone call started off.
I was in studio.
The phone call started off
with you cursing. He dumped all of that. I think he even had that part where he introduced you and me got dumped.
Yes, he dumped it, and
because you cursed.
After he dumped that, this motherfucker goes, yeah, okay, go to your show. And I'm like, first of all, and this is no excuse, but I'm on there being a fucking corporate cocksucker who VH1 comes back and goes, man, you didn't even have to do no shit like that. Thank you, VH1. Now I'll know.
Dude, you know what? They're the ones you should be mad at, not me.
Yeah. Watch the show, comes on Friday. Yeah, okay. And then somebody in the studio goes, yeah, you know what? The farting preacher, that was funny. The motherfucker goes, yeah, I did that 10 years ago. Yeah. And you know what's funny? You know what would be a funny clip? Go to jimmyschubert.com and watch the fucking, I guess the horse guy fuck somebody, the horse fucked the guy to death. Go to jimmyschubert.com and watch something really funny. Okay, Patrice, click. Yeah.
You tell me in there where I fucked you over.
Wait, I'm going to jump in really fast because I'm hearing both.
See, Bill saying, tell me where I fucked you over. Patrice is saying, tell me where in that I bombed. Like, Bill's not getting that Patrice didn't say that. He's taking the word, like, of the either 200 or 30 people over what. But then, mind you, Opie did say that. Actually, you could probably blame this whole thing on Opie. Because Opie threw that little line Opie threw in there that Patrice said you took his side. Or, yeah, you sided with Mankel. Like, yeah. Other than that, I think Bill's only got the however many fans that emailed him.
Here, and it's obvious that both of you guys don't respect Mancow. Like Patrice is
good take, OP.
I fucking don't.
Yeah, I know, but
you see that shit? You see what he just did there?
But,
see how he keeps setting me up to be like I was out there kissing that fucking asshole?
Yeah, but
I wasn't. That guy was a fucking asshole.
I don't know if Bill said it before Patrice got on the line, but Bill was saying how he doesn't respect him either because he
Bill is getting mad because he said, I'm going to kiss that arsehole's arsehole. But he didn't say arsehole because he's already said arsehole there. But then said he's an arse. Like, yeah, Bill's getting mad because he went to say arsehole within 3 times within about half a second then.
Some shit when you go into his studio, like he trashes you and knocks you down, and he doesn't give you a chance because he works the microphones where you can't even get on mic.
Hey, Opie, can I just say something right now?
Yeah, go.
Opie, let me just tell you something.
No, I'm not saying anyone's an asshole. Trust me, I like both of you guys. I mean,
Opie, let me just tell you something. When I returned Patrice's phone call afterwards, I'm just breaking his balls the way we break balls at the cellar. The dude hung up on him. It's a fucking man couch show. Who gives a fuck? And he is immediately just trying to avoid the whole fucking trash. And I mean, I just did to him what he would have done to me. He would have had keys on fucking freeway and all that shit. I was just teasing him. That was it. But I think he was afraid that I was going to go on Opie and Anthony.
It's starting to descend into when you have like people ring 2 takeaways at the same time and hold them up to each other. It's just 2 Chinese people shouting at each other. But yeah, this does seem just like a big miscommunication, and they're both getting emotionally charged by it. But yeah, no, I don't think Patrice threw him under the bus. Like he did say, and Opie as well. Opie just has an inability to read anything. Basically, all of what Opie just said then was the fact that Opie and Anthony are so cool because they don't, like, that was his whole point of saying that. You could tell it had nothing to do with Patrice or Bill Burr. It was just to say that Opie and Anthony is the better show because they don't turn the mics down and they don't cut you off and whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's part 2. Sweet.